Kowski. I'm the founder of Be Local, and I'm going to be talking with you today about how to ultimately go through the steps to create or to be able to get access to the Google Keyword Tool. The Keyword Tool is very, very powerful in your sales in that it will give you the number of searches that are done for any particular key term over a given period of a month in a local area. So when we talk about key terms, what we mean there basically is it would be a type of business and their city and zip. So it could be dry cleaner Irvine. It could be florist Minneapolis, Minnesota. It could be handyman Seattle. So that's basically a key term, and we're gonna use different key terms here for different businesses, and we're going to show you how you can utilize this keyword tool, in order to be able to get some data together. So when you go in and talk to a business owner, you can show them exactly how many eyeballs a month they are missing by not being up on the Google Maps on page 1. So let's go ahead and we'll get started. What I did is I just came into google.com. First of all, before we get to the keyword tool, we're going to need to do two things. First, we're going to set up a Gmail account in case, and you probably should do this just in case, even if you do have one for setting up your keyword tool, that'll be the one you use to log in with. And then we're going to go in and log in and create a Google AdWords account so we can get access to the keyword tool. So we'll go ahead and do the Gmail account first. What we'll do is we'll type in mail.google.com, and that's going to take us to the Google Gmail screen here, and it says basically welcome to Gmail. Over here what we're going to do is we're going to create a new account. So if you scroll down here just a bit, you will see it says new to Gmail. It's free and easy. So we're going to click on create an account. You want to make sure that when you create this account that you do write down your email address and your password so that you can remember that for future use when you use the keyword tool here. So we're working on getting up to the next screen here. Basically it says here get started with email. So we're going to fill in the information here. So the first thing will be my first name, which is Pete. Then the next is Lasowski, my last name. And then we're going to do a desired login name. And if you notice here, it is your email because it's at gmail.com. So I'm going to go ahead. I have a lot of Gmail accounts already, but I'm going to do this one, which is my middle name and my last name. And we'll just type that. And what we're going to do next is, so it'll be Greg Lasowski at gmail.com. We're going to check availability because I want to make sure that that particular email address is not taken by someone else. So we check that. It says it is available, so great. We'll use that, and then we're going to create a password now for this email account. And we'll have that, and then we'll click off on Enable Web History. We really don't care about that, and we don't have to stay signed in, so we're just fine. Security question, that can be whatever you want. They have some different ones here. I'm going to write my own question, which is, what was your pet's, let's see, what city is my business in? That's a good one. And that would be, I'm in Irvine, California, so we'll just put that in. And the recovery email is one of the other emails I use. It will be my Hotmail account. You have whatever you have, so just put that in there. That's in case something happens to your Gmail, they need to notify you. We'll scroll down here, continue on. Location will be in the United States right now. Your birthday, you can have a birthday be whatever, preferably your birthday, but whatever you want to make it. Okay, and then we're going to go down to the word verification. Just again, this makes sure that you're a human being and you're not a machine filling this out. So it's M-U-L-O-C-K-S-H. I believe we'll find that out and see if it is. Sometimes I have trouble with those darn things. I'm sure you do too. And then there's terms of service, and you can go ahead and read that later on if you want. But basically, we're going to click I accept, create my account. So we'll do that. So we have an account of greglisowski@gmail.com, and that is going to be with my password. So it's going ahead and it's creating the account now. And as soon as we get that done, then we're going to go ahead and we'll move over to creating a Google AdWords account. And that will give us the ability to get into the Google keyword tool. And I'll show you how to do some keyword searches once we get into the keyword tool. Okay, so it says, congratulations, we signed up our new account. That will tell you that you did it correctly. So now what we're going to do is we'll go back up here to the URL, and we are going to type in AdWords, and I'll type it all out even though it's coming up automatically, .google.com, if you see that there. And that will take us over to the AdWords area. And here's the Google AdWords screen. This will be how you go ahead and sign in. So we want to go ahead and we're going to now create an AdWords account. So we'll do the Start Now button here. I was just reading what it had to say here below. And we want to look at, it says create a Google account. It gives you the hello and welcome, and it says which best describes you down here. It says I have an email address and password I already use with Google services, or I do not use these other services. So we want to click on yes, I have an email address and password. And then the next question is, would you like to have a single account for all Google services? And the choices are there. I'd like to use my existing Google account for AdWords. I'd like to choose a new login and name and password just for AdWords. So we're going to go ahead. We just created the Google account, the Gmail account, so we're going to use that one. And we are going to now sign in with an existing email address and password that you use to access other Google services. Well, that's just the one we just created, so it's going to be greglisowski@gmail.com. And then I'll go ahead and put in my password. Hopefully I remember it correctly. And we'll click on Stay Signed In for right now. And then we'll click on the Sign In button right here. All right, what's coming up next here now is going to show us the next step in the Google AdWords account setup. It says it's loading here. Now, what we want to look at here is it's giving us the next step here, step number 2, set time zone and currency. So unless you are looking at this and you're part of our sales team that lives outside the United States, we'll be in the United States. Now select the time zone. That would be basically your time zone. I'm on the West Coast in California, so I'm going to pick Pacific time. You may be in Central, East, or West Coast time. And the currency that we use here in the United States is US dollars, so we'll keep that where it is. And it says here your time zone and currency settings can't be changed after you set up your account, so make sure that you have that set up correctly. Then we're going to go ahead and click the Continue button. Now, it says up here, we're in step 3, your account has been created. Okay, so what we want to do now is go down to this link here, which is sign into your AdWords account. And we'll click on that. And we're just waiting for it to load. Okay, it's starting to come up there. Now you notice while we're waiting for the loading, one of the things to notice here is right up here you can see greglisowski@gmail.com. That is the Gmail account that we created in the first couple steps there. That would be the Gmail account you create when you go through this process. So just to make sure you get that, I did sign in with my new Gmail account. Now, what we want to do with Google AdWords here is we want to go to the Opportunities tab, which is right here. We're going to click on that. And we have to wait. It looks like our computer is being just a bit slow. Click on the wait button. There we go. Looks like it's working. And we're going to wait for that to load. Okay, now, if you look here in the Opportunities tab, you will see in Best Practices, here right in the middle of the screen, it says right here, choose your keywords carefully, and there is your link to the keyword tool. So we'll go ahead and click on that. And that's going to get us out to the keyword tool. And you will, what I would suggest you do is, this would be a good time to bookmark this. If you use bookmarking, I use Google Chrome. And if you don't use Google Chrome, I'd suggest you do. It's very stable. It's very fast. I like it much better than Internet Explorer. And you can bookmark these sites very, very quickly. If you've noticed up on the top of the screen here, you see I have different bookmark sites. There's BeLocal right there. This is our company that we all work together in. So you can bookmark it and put it in a BeLocal folder. Okay, so we're into keywords. Now, what I wanted to talk with you about first here is, before we go any further, this particular one is a beta version. They're just testing it out. I like the older, more stable version. I think it gives more accurate data. So we're going to go up here to this previous interface. We're going to click on that. And that's going to take us over to the previous version of the Google Keyword Tool. Okay, we're in. Now, I want to talk about and explain this interface just a bit. So let's do that. The first thing here is you see there's 3 columns, 1, 2, and 3. The left here, it says, how would you like to generate keyword ideas? We're going to do this with descriptive words or phrases. So it's the key terms like I talked about. It could be insurance, Green Bay, or it could be plumber, Phoenix, Arizona, or florist, Miami, Florida.